Hello, and welcome to Dad Doesn't Have Time for This, the show where we review things quickly and compare them to everything else in existence. I spent the last 2 days straight on a plane trying to get back home. As you can see, I'm home. And today marks the 1-day anniversary of the release of January 6th, the most deadliest day. An informative documentary by the Babylon Bee, a very serious news organization that does serious work. And they have taken the time to analyze January 6th and its importance to America, and how anyone who doubts the dangers of January 6th will be shipped to the parallel universe thing that they put Zod in and Superman. This would be funny if I remember what it was called, but we don't do takes. We don't do research. This is Dad doesn't have time for this, and I do not have time to look up the name of that zone that they send the bad guys to in Superman. But the Babylon Bee did do a documentary about January 6th, including an interview with their coworker who got arrested for standing in a doorway for a minute and a half. And I have to say, they did a pretty funny job. Now, I have to couch this with the disclaimer that the delivery and the nature of this humor is not for everyone. I know that some people don't appreciate this style of humor. It's very dry, it's very blunt. There's a lot of prior knowledge assumptions, shall we say, so some of the jokes may not land if you're not in the target demographic of this type of hard-hitting documentary. But if you are in the target demographic, you'll find this quite funny. Everything from the choir tribute to all those killed by Trump supporters on that day, to the incessant references to Sizzler and its importance in our society and saving democracy from January 6th. It's very on brand for the Babylon Bee. So if you are a fan of the Babylon Bee's style of humor, this is going to be very up your alley. If you're a fan of Sizzler, you'd probably also enjoy this for their trademark cheesy toast. I personally am not a fan of Sizzler. So, as far as restaurants go, as a kid, I was very big into Sizzlers. Like, their shrimp was to die for. That was like my thing. And then I didn't eat Sizzlers for like 25 years. And then I went back to Sizzlers. And I realized I don't like Sizzlers anymore. I'm sorry. Babylon Bee, please forgive me for not being a fan of Sizzlers. I used to be. I was one of you. But now I'm not. And that's something I've had to learn to live with. Like, we all have our shame, and we all make mistakes. And there's those things we try to hide from the world, but sometimes you just don't like Sizzlers. And you tried really hard. Granted, it was the one out in the middle of the Mojave Desert, because we were hungry and driving from LA to Phoenix. But still, it is what it is. I've had to live with the shame, and now you all know my shame, that I don't like Sizzlers. But I do like the Babylon Bee. And this might explain why they haven't been putting out videos lately. I sense they spent a lot of time on this. And I'll admit, they actually got me to give them money. A site that I'd been using for free for years finally convinced me to give them money. And they promised me a free book, so I gave them even more money. The shame just never ends. I'm paying for things I could get for free off the internet. Curse me and my desire to support art and physical media. Except this isn't physical media. I couldn't find a download link. So, that's annoying. Babylon Bee, if you're listening, you really should offer these things as DRM-free downloads. It'd make your fans much happier. Because nothing makes people happier than DRM-free downloads, so that when someone like Funimation decides to shut down, they don't magically take all your media you've purchased with them. The hundreds of episodes and movies that you'd purchased through them just go poof, and then they try to buy you off with a 3-month subscription. That's terrible. Now, this is supposed to be a short review, and I was rambling a lot, but you know what? As a review of something from the Babylon Bee, the most trusted source in satire news of factualness, I have to say, this movie was the 335th best movie of all time. I had a lot of fun. It's not going to change your life unless you were one of those killed by the mobs on January 6th, in which case it will change your life for the better. So, there you have it, my review of January 6th, the deadliest day. Have a good day. Farewell.